No, it's a good start. No, really, like I've been saying every day so far, the team have delivered me into a great position, not just every day, but also overall to get here where we are now today in classification. Of course, Vokla has some time, Sanchez has some time. Chapeau to Vokla yesterday for getting into a really selective group and riding all the way to the finish there and avoiding the French TV car. But it's like I've said every day, the team's delivered me to the right position every day. We got to a good position, and we just want to continue as we are. And when we hit the mountains, Pyrenees, Alps, time trial, etc., or if we keep doing this every day, I think we'll be in a good position. Certainly, if you can have a real knee problem, it can put you out of the race. Yeah, and of course, I had the month of April out and almost knee related injury. So of course, I know how it can be, but that's just things. I suppose you just see how they go, and he's Alberto has been quite unlucky here with bits and pieces, little crashes, which shouldn't have happened, as so many riders have been in the tour here, and it's we'll see. Might be something, might be nothing. You always need luck in this race. No, particularly like I said, leading into the tour, I just want to come to the tour and not have any bad luck. But most of all, we've had some luck. I had plenty of close calls myself. I wasn't that far back from that big crash on the descent yesterday, but also especially on the flatter stages, Bulgard Hincapie and Mickey Shah. Manolo Quinciato they've really kept me in really well positioned. I think people can see that on the TV, and it's been closer you are to the front, the less guys there are to crash in front of you. But sometimes the crashes happen right at the front as well, so there's nothing much you can do to avoid those. The seconds, compared to Schleck and so on, it's been pretty irrelevant. The Schleck guys are behind me. We're talking 5 or 6 seconds, which normally in the Tour de France doesn't make much difference. And it's been for us too, the flat guys, pure sprinters and so on. Well, we can complain about them as well, because they get all ready for a big finish, and then they get dropped with a K to go. It's kind of annoying when you're relying on them to deliver you to the finish line in front. But it's been, they've been sort of uncharacteristic finishes of the tour. These short little 1-2 kilometre climbs like yesterday, or Moody Britann, or the first opening stage was I'm going to spring to mind immediately of finishes we've had like this in the tour, and or if they have in their arrival in Po or something, it's always been a breakaway that arrived there anyway. But a little bit uncharacteristic, but personally I don't mind those little Moody Hui finishes. No, I think we're really well positioned right now, and to try and control the race yesterday, as Garmin probably felt, it was a really hard day to control the race. And at first I'm like, compliments to Hushovd, he stayed in there, and Superbest. It's not an easy finish. Last time we went there, a rider like Ricardo Rico won there. To get an idea of how hard a finish it is, but then when I see him there, and then I look at the yesterday stage, for example, it wasn't that sorry at all. Yeah, well, we controlled to a certain extent. I was actually calming George down. Stay calm, leave out there. We could have ridden faster, but mainly we were just trying to stay safe there. A Category 2 climb on that downhill. The downhill was with a patchy, what do you call it, variable showers and so on. You have sections of dry road, sections of wet road, mainly just to stay in front, just to be safe there, because it's really unpredictable. Some of you come into a wet road, a wet piece of road in the forest or something. It can be a bit dangerous. And mainly we were just looking to stay safe there, and I was expecting Lotto actually there to come in and take over and have a try for a stage win for Gilbert. No, Alberto and I, we've always been, on a personal level, I've got nothing against him. I actually admire him for the great bike rider that he is, and what I do know about him is actually a pretty simple guy, likes the simple things in life and so on. But we don't talk much, but I think because we're quite fierce competitors, the only time I see him is we're head-to-head at Tour of the Basque Country or Tour de France or flesh forlorn or something like that. So we're a little bit. I'd say I don't know if we're fierce competitors, but we're certainly competitors, and but on a personal level, I don't know him honestly, but I certainly got nothing against him.
Can you read his body language? I mean, you've raced against him.
Yeah. I see here he has a bit of a almost a limp on the bike earlier in the race, which looked like he was struggling a bit, but it's hard to read into it. But at the same time, if you do hit the ground, even just a bit of bruising and so on in a race, especially like the Tour or any 3 week stage race for that, can really take it out of you. But a little bump or a big bump, I don't know what he has. Is he hiding it? Is he exaggerating, etc.? That's not something he may be the most injured rider in the race. He might be fine. I don't know. Yeah, mainly Steve, Amael, and Santa Romita. Santa Romita, same thing. Calm down. Just go. Wait. He's very eager to go. He's really eager. But we're trying to really look to try and save those guys for Luzardiden onwards. And so they're sitting back. Steve is getting better and better. He rode on the front yesterday when we started towards the final there, just to sort of maybe just to close down a little bit of the gap to Vauclair, and he's getting better and better. Amael's riding well. He's really put himself on the line and emptied himself already on the way to Super Best, for example. And Santa Romita's he's sitting there waiting in the wings, very very eager to go.
So you're confident you've got the calibre of support there for the mountain?
Yeah, of course I'm confident in them that they're going to do their best. But for all of us, and me included, until we get to the mountains, you don't really know how you're going. You think you're going great and get dropped straight away, or you think you're going bad and you make it all the way through into the final group. Until you really get there, it's hard to judge. Yeah, how oneself is going, but how fast are the other guys going?
So as a result?
Yeah, it's mainly, like I said, George and Boogie and Manolo who really keep me there right in front, and then Mickey Shah steps in every now and then you also call on the other guys when it's necessary. But it's probably number one of all. We're all in a team effort, but George is the one that really makes sure I'm in a safe position, and that's all been their effort. Like I've been saying, it's sorry to repeat myself, but it's true. It's them that's got me there, and I only had to do the last 500 metres or 1,000 metres, which is sometimes hard, but and Moody Britann, it was certainly a pleasure.
Well, how much encouragement have you got from that?
It was a surprise for me, and more seeing how the guys were a little bit earlier on the steeper climb, seeing how some of the other climbers were going there. It's still a long way from a climb like Luzardiden, which is, I can't remember how many kilometres is, but it's a lot longer. And seeing how those guys, that gives good indications of my level, of my climbing towards the others. And in terms of a team affair, 15 kilometres to go, I was last in the peloton, changing my bike, and had everyone out behind the group getting me back to the front to finish off their good work like that was the best thanks I could give them, I think.
I'll just ask one more question on this point. By winning a stage like that, does it boost your confidence levels going into the Pyrenees?
Winning a hard stage is always a help. It's certainly a confidence boost. Sometimes you're doing everything right, second, fourth, and what's going wrong? Sometimes like, oh look, I won it. Sometimes it just happens like that. But I think for the team and for me personally, but more so for the team, it certainly serves as a great confidence boost. Yeah. How early will be interesting to find out. But certainly they're going to be. I'm guessing Leopard at some time and get again on the front and get in the wind and get aggressive. It is a really hard second half to the tour, so I can also understand why they'd be holding back right now. And Alberto has nearly any time the road's gone uphill has put himself in front and tested everyone else. The finish there that Hagen won. Sorry. I forget all the finish names, sorry. I don't pay much attention. I remember the right turn at the roundabout and so on, but veered to the left at the top into the headwind. But for example, there Contador sort of tested us a bit, and on Moody Britannia he tested us a bit, and yeah, I expect him to do so again, and Luzadi then, and so on. We'll see when we get to the third week. That's when we're gonna know for sure. But no, we had my coach and I, Andrea Morelli. We worked very hard for this tour, and we planned it very carefully, and it's months and months and months of work, plus years and years and years of experience from all our parts, the directors, management, and myself and my coach and so on. We really planned it carefully. We'll see in the third week for sure, but I'm really happy with how it is, and to get through. And you don't need to be on paper. It doesn't look like you need to be good for the first week of the tour. You have a team time trial, but to stay in front all the time and stay safe, you do need to be pretty good for that. And already there, I think it's if someone was coming in their head, I'll be at 70% at the start to be 110% at the end. That might not have worked. Looking at this point into the race, but we'll see. We'll see when we get to Paris. No, I think we worked hard. We prepared well for the race. We had a plan, and we've managed to stay to it thus far. And we just keep working away at it like that. And I'd also think we're earning ourselves also as a team quite a bit of respect amongst the group as well. So I feel any expectations on us I feel them in a kind of deserving kind of way. So no, I don't feel under pressure, not yet. I think. Yeah, I wasn't there. I didn't see it happen. I saw it once on TV, but so I don't know exactly that crash, what caused it, whose fault it was, or so on. But it's you see so many close calls like that year and year and year again. It was only a matter of time before we had something like that, and well, sort of from our part as riders, of course, we never want to see an accident like that. We never want it to happen. But at least it was caught on TV, so people can see what danger. So other people now understand how dangerous that it can be. I got in so much trouble years ago for telling off someone who nearly caused an accident in the convoy. It's sort of like you're getting in trouble for trying to make the environment that we work in a safer place. How does that encourage it to make it safer? But the roads this year to me have seemed it seems to be more narrow roads. I don't know, just as a feeling, and more narrow roads, bad conditions with wind and rain, and it's been incredibly tough. Honestly, it scared me.
Before we have the last question, Justin, just that John DeLong and Jim Okowitz will be here as well afterwards for the printing guys. Maybe after Justin's question, we do then the TV interview, just that you come closer to us. Okay.
Sorry, just in regard to that, they always say there's too many motorbikes in the race. The motorbikes don't actually scare me, the panniers do. I think, was it Sorensen's bike and the pannier, right? The young Sorensen. We consider him, and having, I think I've been saying this for about a year now, to me in the mountains, the Frank and Andy combination is the one of the other than Alberto at his best is one of the hardest things to come against, and in the mountains, in the Pyrenees and the Alps, and certainly, especially if both of them are on classification. Fuchslang is also running really close as well. Montfort was also riding really well, I've noticed.